This is it, guys. This is the final episode of Season 3, which means the world download for my medieval village will be available shortly because so many people have been asking for this and it is not very far off at all. So what I will be sure to do is when I eventually release the world download, I'll have the shaders. I'm using Silda's Vibrant shaders, so you can load them up because the village looks so much better in the shaders. And I'll also link you my texture pack, which is actually one that Wells Knight made for Hermitcraft, I think. But I changed a few blocks around, like I've got the old andesite blocks in there and a few other little goodies, but you'll be able to load that up as well. So this place will look for you exactly like it looks for me. And what a season this has been, guys. I have done so much building that I can barely believe it. I've done 54, well this will be episode number 54. That is a bit of a record for me. I think I only managed something like 30 episodes last season, and I've done so many things. Like this area is pretty huge and pretty awesome. It's nearly completely built by me as well. And I know this is probably the place that most people want to come and visit. So I'll have to show you how to find it because this is a pretty large server with a lot of building going on. Okay, so this will be where you spawn in, I imagine, at my little spawn shield here. And if you're in a hurry to get to the medieval village, well, there are two ways you can do it. You can go in the portal there and head on into the Nether Hub. Or the other way is there is this little path that will take you for a bit of a boring walk. There's not much along here, but eventually you will reach the medieval village over here. So that is probably the quickest way to get here, but let's duck into the Nether Hub. And I'll show you that way as well. And the portal is up the top of this tower. And actually coming through the Nether might be a bit more interesting because from the top of that tower you get a really nice view of the valley. And the other thing is if you just walk in there you might miss all the other little goodies we've got over here. Which isn't that much really, it's just a little tent workplace sort of setup I've got going on. But let's climb the stairs and head on in there. So coming through our spawn portal will bring you into our super cool Nether Hub, and I really recommend, if you're able to, going into Spectator and just flying around this tree because Curly Mally has done so much cool work all the way down there. I mean, look at all that he's gone to. Those are netherwort blocks that we got from my super cool AFK netherwort farm. Tons and tons of them, but yes, there is a lot going on in this hub. So you come through the portal there, and this is the way to the medieval area. So it's just down the end of that passage. But you know what, guys? I am in a little bit of a panic because I've spent the last 5 days working on a tutorial for my witch's house, and then I get the warning. The server's going to reset very, very soon, guys. Pre-release 4 is out, which means any day now Minecraft will be updating to 1.14, and that is when our season restarts. So I have about a 2-hour window to record this last episode, but I have a plan. Namely, I'm not going to try and finish everything, so I'm not going to try and finish the entrance to this passage. I'm trying to get all the signs going of everything that's down here, but this is where you will find most of my stuff, guys. So look for this, and luckily, when I was recording that tutorial, I did keep working because I wanted to get all the passages done to all my different areas. And one of them is right here. So this is to the Netherwort farm, also the Mushroom Island. And this used to be nothing. It was just a fortress in here. But I've done this up, and I tell you what, guys, I am so happy with this passage. It looks super awesome. I think I like it so much that I'm going to reuse this type of nether tunnel at some stage. See, I got the idea for the design, like I didn't really know what I was going to do. But I was looking at this wall here where I had the red nether brick behind with the fences in front, and I thought, oh yeah, that looks cool, I'll just do that. and then it was all very dark in here, so I knocked out that middle row of fences. And now it looks super awesome, and all the way along here we've got access to the fortress, so we can stick our heads around corners and look for wither skeletons. We've got a little hidden shulker box here with carpet, just in case a blaze blows this away. And this is vegan carpet, guys. No sheep were harmed in the making of that carpet. That is all from duping, which I'm not opposed to. It's a Minecraft mechanic. It doesn't worry me using stuff like that. So I've got fences on the sides here so you can peek around the corner before actually having to show your face to any blaze hiding there. There's not much going on right now. Let's just run down the end. See, each of these is another little access to look for wither skeletons. But it's a pretty long passage. I've been very busy, but this will take us all the way to the Mushroom Island and to my netherwort farm. Hence the red theme of the passage. And it's night time here, but we should be pretty safe. I've slept recently, so the phantoms shouldn't come for us. So there are probably a few spawning spaces around the place, but we will be okay. It's one of the reasons I built this AFK netherwort farm on a mushroom island, because it's so big. It's definitely a good idea to build this in a mushroom island where you don't have to worry about spawns, but I did go ahead and place 1 or 2 sealands, so we didn't have to worry too much about that. I don't think there's much netherwort in my little refill system at the moment, so yeah, I don't know. If you're getting this world because you want to play in it, you might have to do a little bit of harvesting and fill that up again. And this is not the same as the one I did the tutorial for. The tutorial one is the better version. This one's a bit of a mess, but this is where I figured things out for the tutorial. But I've cleaned this entire place up, and it is ready to go for anyone who wants to use it. So, I don't know, do people do that? Do people get world downloads and then just play around on them in survival? I don't know. I've never done it. I've always just had a look around. But anyway, so if you want to, you can go ahead and use that. Yes, I think I'm definitely going to reuse this nether tunnel, this design in Season 4, although I'll change it a bit. If I have to do a really long tunnel somewhere, I'll probably put packed ice down and maybe use a boat to get there, but that is a pretty cool design. But that isn't all I've been doing, guys. I've been finishing off everything here. Well, actually not everything. I'm probably not going to do anything special with the super smelter. I think we will just leave that as is. And by the way, the shulker box thing is broken. It's just a design I copied off YouTube and it's not working properly now. I probably should remove it, but I don't know. I'll leave it there. Maybe you can figure out what's wrong with it. But it is down here that I've been working because there are a couple of other little places on the server that I thought people might really want to go to, but they would never be able to find if I didn't do the tunnels for them properly. And we are just coming up on it right here. Oh, I'm hungry. I'm crawling. Let's have a feed. I finally got steak. That's another thing I've got to do for Season 4. Make sure I have a good cow farm straight off the bat because I've been eating so much mutton this season. But here's a big guess of what's down here. I figured some people might want to go and find where I made the welcome mat. So that's down here, but also if you watched our Battle Royale, which was pretty cool, a lot of fun, so check that out. There's 3 videos to that. Our base is down here as well. So I just have a little ladder coming up from that tunnel, and I've tried to leave things pretty much as they were when we did the Battle Royale. So this is where our portal appeared, and then we just had a bit of cobblestone going up to the roof of the nether to a very ghetto pigman farm, and that's where we got all our XP to enchant our gear. But let's just head through there, because it's actually something I need. And it's pretty dangerous, and I've forgotten where everything is. I need to find a bed and have a sleep. Oh, that doesn't look like the most safe of houses, but let's get in here. Try not to make a creeper hole. Okay, this place is definitely not safe. Yeah, I see you coming, mate. You can't fool me. So, it's amazing we actually managed to win our Battle Royale living in a place like this, but it does look pretty cool, and we decorated a bit, but this is what I've come for. Someone decided to waste time making a banner, and I actually need that banner to signpost to the nether tunnel where I had all those items in item frames. So we're going to take that back. Oh, I wonder, I killed off a few villagers in here. I wonder if we're causing lag. No, it doesn't look like much is going on here. I don't think anyone's been loading the place. But I built this. The Battle Royale went for 24 hours. And I managed to build my great big villager breeder and villager trading hall in that time. So that is one of the reasons we're able to get all our enchantments. So if you've watched the Battle Royale and just want to come and visit, this is a pretty cool little area just to check out. So you can see I have been very busy, guys. There was no nether tunnel here at all before. So I've done quite a bit of work, but we're headed off to the welcome mat. And I don't really know how many people will actually want to come and see this, but it is a little bit interesting, and you can get an idea of the amount of work that went into this thing. This is 2 16 by 16 chunks, and I dug out quite a lot of sandstone to get down here. I probably should have just picked a flat surface like on water to build it, but I did want sandstone. So yes, anyway, that is the welcome mat. And the last thing I did, which wasn't nearly as much work as that huge nether tunnel, was I just cleaned up the ending to this one. So Griff has his base just down the end of this passage, and he did this really cool tunnel down to it. Very expensive with all the quartz, and I love that he's been using these kelp blocks, and they look so good. And I didn't use them at all this season, so I'm going to make it my mission next season. And I want to start using a lot of the cool new blocks. Like I'm going to use kelp blocks. We're going to make starter houses. And I'm going to use kelp blocks in mine. And I'm going to use a lot of stripped wood. And also want to try using barrels and composters in the woodwork. Just to use all these new details that we haven't seen before. But this is what I've done. I've cleaned up the entrance to the Guardian farm. So this looks much, much nicer than the bare netherrack we had before. And this is another point of interest if you're getting the world download. Now just remember, if you come through that portal, you want to have your particle effects turned to minimal. Otherwise, as soon as you walk in here, you are going to lag and lag and lag. But it's definitely worth the visit, guys. This is a super duper cool room. I love it so much. And I'm actually thinking of kind of making my storage system in Season 4 much like this. Like, it's a lot bigger than I would normally like for a storage system. But this season I kept running out of storage space. So I think I want to do a layout like this. A great big huge room with chests absolutely everywhere. So yes, I think I'm going to model my storage room off this room, but not these colours obviously. But another thing, if you've built my Guardian farm, this is my no drain one, then maybe you want to copy my storage system, which I never did a tutorial for. But if you have the world download, you'll be able to do that. So what you want to do is come into this doorway here. This is redstone access, and you kind of have to go for a little wander, and I've got a ladder all the way down here. And it's been a while since I've been here. I'm not sure this is the way anymore. So forget that. I think I remember now. This is the way down to our manual XP killing area. I've got all the redstone out here. So this is where you can come to get all your goodies. But down here, all my redstone is on full display. So it's a pretty simple system. 3 item sorters grabbing all the different items and then spitting them down into water streams. And that's where they go up to the storage system above. So that redstone access I showed you before, that's how you can get to the back of the storage system and see how I've done that. But yeah, this was a lot of fun, this build. Cool. I was a little bit worried that name wasn't going to fit. It was a pretty long name. Oh, and keep an eye out for gas. We get the odd one spawn in here. So we will chuck that banner there. Battle Royale winner base. So people can find it. Why does that look so dodgy in the item frame? Oh, I can't fix that. Hang on. Gotta go all the way around again. There we go. Alright. Where else are we headed? Well, while I am still, because I'll need the camera count to show you some of the other places, but while I'm in survival, let's head over to, well, let's go to the tree farm, right here. I had thought that one day I might do something on the inside of the roof up here, but we are never going to get to that. And I don't think I finished cleaning up around the edges of this farm either, but it is what it is, guys. It is still a very good place to come and get trees. Come on, change. Thank you. But up the top here, this is where all the action's happening. And let's have a nap and put the shaders on, because we are in Persia. Now, if you'd thought that this episode was just going to be a little bit of a tour and that I have finished building, you would be wrong, because the Hanging Gardens has been such a big project. I don't want to leave it half done. Well, not half done. I've got very little more to go on it. But I've still got shulker boxes lying around everywhere. I'm not sure if I'll build any more great big trees. Like, the place looks pretty good without it being absolutely overflowing with trees. But there are a few spots that I want to fix up, like down here in this corner. I've started doing a bit of a sort of park landscape, and I want to do a bit more of this all around the bottom level of the Hanging Gardens here, just to make it look a bit nicer. And I've got to get rid of the torches. I've always been worried about spawning spaces up here, but I think I'll just knock out the torches so it looks good and not worry too much. I might throw a few sea lanterns down, but we won't worry too much. I think I've got enough of the really big trees. When I first started building them, I spread them out nicely, so I think just a few of the smaller things like over there, and we can call the Hanging Gardens done. And I'm not sure I'll be able to show that to you in this episode, but if you get the world download, you'll see how much I actually accomplished. But this is going to be the biggest build I've ever done, surely, guys. But probably not the most complicated. The most complicated was the Hagia Sophia over there, which I'm not sure is completely done on the inside. Let's head down there. And I'm never going to finish building my Persian city. I was going to do a lot of work with these little houses. They are super cool. But I also wanted to write down on this little peninsula out the front. I wanted to put about 6 or 7 more houses down there, because it was a really pretty area. You've got the big statues here, and you've got the nice bridge. I just wanted to have a few more buildings out the front, but the amount of time I spend on those houses, we're not going to get time for that. Maybe you can do it if you get the world download. Anyone who gets the world download and builds something here, definitely tweet me the photos, because I want to see them. But the Hagia Sophia is completely done on the outside. I've spent a lot of time working on this. But on the inside, it's not 100% done. Like, I was going to do some more up the front here. At the moment, it's just nice and open. But I think I might just leave it this way. We won't go to too much more. Like, I've got torches up the top there. I was going to do some stuff, but it does look finished enough. All of this is done in here. How beautiful is this place, guys? It is so nice. And this is just my bulk storage room. So you can see down here, I'd mapped out a few more places for houses. So I was probably only going to build like 3 or 4 right here and a few up next to my bazaar. And then all I was going to do was just put another farmhouse and a big wheat field around this place. And if I'd had probably about another 2 weeks, I was going to build a little palace as well, just for fun. And I was going to make it backup, so I was going to let backup own the place. He could move in. But that's something we'll have to do for next season. Maybe I'll give backup my starter house when I'm done. I don't know, but Persia. I'd never thought I'd actually build a city in Minecraft, and it doesn't look like I'm going to finish either. But we made a good start on it. I think it looks super awesome. And the only other big thing in this area is my tower, like finishing this off. But I'm like, at the end of last episode, I put these bird statues on top of the tower, and I actually think it looks okay. We might actually be able to call this done. Like, I sort of wanted to cover up the edges where you can see the doors and the villages, but when you're all the way down the bottom, you can't really see all that stuff. So I think the tower might be pretty much done, and maybe I just won't bother cleaning up all the little torches and rough bits around here. Or maybe I will. We'll see how much time I get. But I think we're good. So that was a look at some of the things that I've been doing this season. But I want to show you some of the other things that the other people have been up to, and the camera account is the best way to do that. So I'm going to switch in to that, and we can have a bit of a fly around so you can see what you'll be getting with the world download. So just over the hill from my base is the Chinese area, and this is built almost entirely by Green Matthias. And he is a phenomenal builder, guys. It's just amazing to me, the materials and the combinations of materials that he uses. Things that I would never think of, and yet they look absolutely awesome. I mean, look at his big palacey building up here. We've got the red glazed terracotta with melons up there as well. Got yellow glazed terracotta mixed in. He's got the mossy cobble with the quartz there, and it all looks good. Everything just goes together. It's amazing the sort of stuff he comes up with. I mean, oh, look at this stuff. Here he's using the kelp blocks for pillars. I mean, how's he come up with this stuff? Just weird combination. So if you're out of ideas on for building stuff, like what materials to use, coming along to Green's area is definitely a good idea just to check things out. I mean, that looks awesome. How cool is that? And also very close to my base is the Greco-Roman area. And seriously, guys, you're going to struggle to find all these places just moving overland. So going back and forth around the Nether Hub is probably the best way to find everyone's builds. We've been working on the tunnels. Most of it's done and signposted. This was like a real Colosseum, and now we've got a ice hockey rink in there for some reason. But yep, this is the Colosseum, but there is also a huge civilization around here, and this is one of the best places on the server, guys. This is really nice just to have a walk around and find all the little goodies we've got going on here. Things aren't loading in very quickly. I don't know if that's because I got the shaders on, but there is so much going on. I don't think I remember this place. That might be new, that building. It looks like it's might not be finished, I'm not sure. I haven't been around here for a while. Mantis has been very, very busy. Although the best part, way better than the Colosseum, of course, is the vineyard built by yours truly. That's okay. She did all the buildings around it. I just put the plants down. But this is definitely a very beautiful area to come along and have a look, guys. So I've got limited time for my recording, so I'm just flying around, seeing what we can see. So I'm definitely going to miss things, but we should see most of the super cool stuff. This is Hungry Squid's base. This place looks absolutely beautiful. I wish I could have got the hanging gardens looking as nice as this. It's very, very green and lovely. Look at this huge crater he dug out. That's insane. And I know it's very close to here, whereas this place is beautiful. Yep, very close. We've got Curly Mally's devilish base right here. I don't think I've seen that bridge. That might be new. I'm doing spoilers, but it doesn't matter because the season's nearly over. Look at this place, guys. I think most of... Wow. I think most of his storage and all that is underground, and this is mostly decorative on top. This place is absolutely insane. I think he wanted to do a Kraken at some stage and maybe never... Whoa! He told me he was building a dragon. This would be massive spoilers, but like I said, doesn't matter. Yep, that is under construction. Oh, my base doesn't look so good anymore. And this is pretty cool. I didn't realize we were so close, right next to Curly's. We have Japan, which wasn't really finished. Oh, it's very close to everything. Hungry Squids are right there as well. So there's lots here that never really got finished. You can see lots of area was cleared out and plans were made. But it is still super beautiful. So we've got Coop Dizzle's big Japanese castle and a few little buildings and cherry blossom trees around here. Even though it's not a large area, it is super duper nice. And we've even got my little Japanese shrine over there, which isn't as nice as Coop's Japanese house. I think it still looks nice in the area. And the sun is setting, and I can't sleep on my camera account. And with everything loading in so slowly, I think I might call it quits for this flying around at the moment. But we managed to visit most places. Here's Motbot's base. It's looking very nice, but it's getting dark. Let's head back to my base and get back in survival. Well, guys, the server has about 24 hours left on it before we close it down, so we can download the server, make a world download, all that, and get set up and ready for Season 4 in a brand new world. So I've got about 1 day to do as much work as I can around here and get it cleaned up for you. But alas, my recording time has finished. But I'm not going to leave it there. I'm not going to leave the season on that note. I may be out of recording time, but I do have a bit of editing time on my hands. So we are going to leave Season 4, Season 3, Season 4. I'm getting confused now. What's going on? We are going to leave Season 3 with a little montage. Nice 80s way to finish the season. Now we're going to leave it with a little trip down memory lane. So thanks for watching, all you people who have stayed for the entire season, and all you new viewers. Hope you're excited for Season 4. I certainly am. But we'll leave you with a few clips from this season. So thanks for watching, guys. I'm Cortezerino. I will see you later. G'day, folks. Cortez here. It is Season 3. I've got a little bit of armor, a sword that's about to break, and I've also got the foundations of a villager trading hall. Hang on a minute. Where's backup?
Okay.
So what?
Oh God!
So what is the strategy? Do we aim for the dragon first? Because I feel like we should aim for the withers first.
The withers are usually better to take out.
A little late, Cortez. Nice try, though.
Alright, backup. What are we going to name the most powerful hoe to ever grace the Diamond Society? No, I'm not calling it Larry. Don't be silly, mate. I know you don't like the hoe, but don't make fun of it. No, it's a powerful tool. It's got to be called the Earth Crusher or the Sod Buster. I'm not calling it the Sodomizer.
If you build it, he will come.
Back up. What have you done? Oh no! Minecarts are off course.
Oh no! I just see a pigman flying through.
If you die with a regen beacon going, there's something wrong.
We've not worked together, have we?
Hang on a minute. Where's Mr. Cuddles? I'll just get another cat. Your bow is crazy powerful.
Same with yours.
I was going to use just iron armor in this game. We would not survive. I've already enchanted it all. I'm going to have to go back and... or maybe I'll just... Ah!
Revenge.
Don't kill me. I have very few deaths on the server. I don't want to get any more at the hands of you.
You were about to kill me earlier.
Oh, you're going to get in so much trouble. At least one person has commented on this being surprisingly dangerous. It's supposed to be dangerous. That's the fun. Oh, that is creepy. I wonder if he's looking at the villagers or if he's angry at me. Oh, look at this. He's following me wherever I go. Okay. I think we have a Mr. Cranky Pants in there. Alright. Oh! Oh, he's freaking me out, man. Quit messing around. Are you going to teleport, guys? Uh-oh. Come on. Oh, no, they're all here. They're all here. I'm the dopey one. I was about to call you guys dopey. You guys are so smart. So proud of you. Come on, kiddies. I'm going to go ahead and get all these grapevines in, and we'll see what it looks like.